underway from Houston. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Cardinals now for their opening drive. They're led out by the NFL's MVP from 2019, now in his 4th season out of Louisville, Lamar Jackson.
Early part of his career, defenses really had to focus on his running ability, and they still do. But now, he's turned himself into a true dual-threat quarterback. When he plants his cleats in the ground and turns it loose, good things happen downfield.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Oh, fighting off the defender. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Now an option play on 2nd down. And this Texans defense, they're all charged up now. They stop him behind the line for the 2nd straight play. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jonathan Bernard, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. The defense is always talking about not letting Lamar Jackson get comfortable. A good job there on his opening drive of making him uncomfortable.
And you're talking about doing it so early in the game because all week long, there's been anxiety on the defensive side of the ball. How do we keep this guy hemmed in? How do we tackle him? To get it done that early, that's got to feel great for them.
And Sanders now to return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. So here come the Texans now for their first drive. They'll be led out by the 2015 NFL Most Valuable Player in his 11th season in the league, 32-year-old Cam Newton. Forced out to his left. Room to run past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Newton now to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A big connection on that one. 34 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
Yeah, he's got it. Touchdown. Jerry Jeudy, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Texans have taken the early lead. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the result, a Houston touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 3rd down, Jackson rolling to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Here comes the Cardinals punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Now Sanders. Sanders. Touchdown, Houston. Coast to coast, 96 yards on the punt return. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. What a risk he took, but it paid off. I mean, he took that punt from inside the 5 near the goal line, ran it all the way back.
And normal coaching says you let that one go. Anytime you're inside the 10-yard line, you let it hit and hopefully bounce into the end zone. But as you mentioned, he took a risk. And boy, did it pay off in a big way. I wonder if they let up a little bit going downfield, thinking that there was no way he was going to return that one.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. From the 10. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Cardinal offense now making their way back out onto the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. The drive starts with Reggie Bush. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. We remind you in just a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Orlando and our good friend Jonathan Coachman. Coach will run through some of the numbers and the next-gen stats from this first half of football so far. Now a throw complete to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Now Jackson. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The DeForest Buckner using those big hands and getting in there and bringing him down for the sack. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It's taken to the 26. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. And it's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But it's the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
On 3rd down, Alexander. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. And Cam Newton's not coming off the field. He'll keep the offense out to go for it on fourth. They snap it to Newton. Being chased out left. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. And this one is incomplete. Here's Jackson. A final shot before break. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to an abbreviated version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. His guys have a 2-touchdown lead as we hand it back over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the third quarter. Fielded right around the 8. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 50. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Now Newton on first down. Right back to Judy, and it's complete. And he's brought down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. Expect this from the visiting team when playing indoors, but not the home team.
They're supposed to get all the advantages, right? The home crowd's supposed to help them. They forgot where they were, perhaps.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Alexander. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Newton. Steps away to his left. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Cam Newton. An 8-yard touchdown run.
And the Texans take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point.
And it is now 21-0. A drive that time of 6 plays. And the final piece to the puzzle was the Cam Newton touchdown run.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. To throw is Jackson. Completes it to Powell. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded just inside the 20. Going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With this lead and the football, things obviously looking good, but maybe, you've taught me this before, maybe this is where the defense is hoping that the offense helps them preserve that shutout that they've got going.
And it has to be in the minds of the offense that they know how rare it is to get a shutout. So take care of them, protect them, take care of the ball, move it downfield, run the clock down. You don't want your defense to have to go on the field again the rest of the game. Reward them.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down.
And that is caught at the 10-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. James Conner, 47 yards. And the Texans will extend their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 28-0. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. This one taken just inside the 10. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Here's the Arizona offense now as they get set to take over. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. On 2nd and very short, Jackson.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. And he used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Jackson's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. He's got Mason complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Throwing is Jackson. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now it's Jackson. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Jackson will throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will swell by one more. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded right around the 8. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.